Hi everyone, welcome to Keep It Simple Esperanto. Today I'm going to talk to you about my favourite online dictionary, Glosbe. Now I'm a native English speaker, but I also speak Spanish and Portuguese, and I'm learning Esperanto. I've used English Esperanto dictionaries in the past, but I don't like having lots of different dictionaries or apps on my phone. I prefer to just have one go-to source, which I didn't think was possible until I found Glosbe. Sometimes as well, I don't want to just translate between English and Esperanto. Believe it or not, sometimes the first word that comes into my head that I want to translate is actually from a different language. So it's really handy to have a dictionary that will translate between multiple languages. There are several multilingual dictionaries available, but I chose Glosbe. I use Glosbe for the following reasons. Firstly, it's available as both a website and an app. Obviously, to be able to use the website, you need to be connected to the internet. And although the app works better when it's connected to the internet, as long as you download the dictionaries that you think you'll be using, you can use it offline as well, although it is a bit limited in what it can do if you're using it in offline mode. Secondly, I already mentioned that it's a multilingual dictionary. When I say multilingual, I mean it has more than 2,000 languages available. It's a multilingual dictionary. I imagine that a lot of languages, especially the rarer languages, aren't complete in the dictionary, but the good news is that if you speak one of those more unusual languages, you can actually contribute to the dictionary. Let's take a quick look at how it works. So I'm going to show you on my phone here. Hopefully you can see, if the light doesn't reflect too much, there's the Glosbe app, so press on it, and when it loads, it takes a little while. If you've got the right dictionary up at the top here, and you can just press the little drop down menu, and it tells me that I'm translating from English to Esperanto, English Esperanto. But once we've got the right dictionary, we can just type in the search bar for the word that we want to translate from. So in this case, I'm going to search for the English word nail. I've just typed it in there, and up at the top, it's translated for me. It's got three Esperanto words which translate as nail, and there's the three dots which suggest there's actually more translations. So sometimes you can just look at that and think, ah yeah, that's the word I wanted, so you just use that, whatever it is you were doing. But sometimes you know, I don't know, do I need ungo or nilo or nili? What do I need? So if you click on the word, and it takes you to the full definition. So here, nail is giving me how to pronounce it in English, what it means in English, and then it's given me a list of words in Esperanto that I can choose from. So it says ungo, on fingers and toes. So if I wanted to say fingernail, then I know that ungo is the word. But if I wasn't sure, I could go down a little bit further here, and you can see that the words are used in context. So I can often work out from this which word it is that I need to use. This can be a little bit confusing sometimes, but I really, really like this feature. If as well, I decided, you know, if I got this far and decided, oh, actually, I wasn't looking for the word nail, I was looking for the word nail clipper. It gives some suggestions here, which you can't see very well, but it gives some suggestions here as to how it would translate the word nail clipper. So that's really handy too. Now, like I said, there are some limitations to the app. The website works wonderfully. The app, if we've got these similar phrases here, it says here show all. If I click on that, nothing happens, it doesn't work. That's a bit irritating. Now, some of the words, if you want to hear an audio clip, you want to hear how they're pronounced, there is actually an audio clip. So here, if we go, this big definition box up at the top, if we just click on the little down arrow, and actually it gives us a little speaker icon, so we can press on that, and hopefully we can hear how it's pronounced, which is really convenient. But it definitely doesn't give you audios for all words in all languages. Just happens to have come up with that one. The same goes for the IPA. Again, next to nail, hopefully you can see, there's the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet. So you can see, in theory, if you are familiar with the IPA, you can see how to pronounce that word. I've searched for words, it doesn't always give you an IPA pronunciation, so don't rely on that too heavily. But this is really handy. If you know how to use the language, you're just looking for a bit of extra vocabulary, this is a fantastic app. I can well recommend it. Now let's say that I'm speaking Esperanto with somebody from Vietnam. I don't speak any Vietnamese, so forgive me, I can't pronounce anything, I can't spell anything, but just say for whatever reason, I wanted to translate the Esperanto word, ungo, to the Vietnamese word. I need to change the dictionary. So I go on next to the search bar, the little arrow here, to change, to select dictionaries. I'm translating from Esperanto, so this top box, press down, and I'm going to choose Esperanto here. You can use the search bar to find a language that isn't at the top of the list. So at the moment I'm translating from Esperanto to Esperanto, not useful. So I'm going to go again, second box, that's what I'm translating to, and I click Vietnamese, and then if I search for the Esperanto word ungo, and again it's giving me a selection there of Vietnamese words. If I click on that, and I can see, in theory, in context, which word it is that I want to use. If I understood a bit of Vietnamese, that would be more useful, but I think that's really handy. If I want to look up just about any language in the world, I can use this app to be able to translate from one of my languages to one that I don't know. So have you used Glosbe before? Would you use Glosbe? If you've used it, what did you think of it? Let us know in the comments down below. If you haven't used Glosbe, have you used a different multilingual dictionary? I'd be really interested to hear on what it is that you use to be able to translate between multiple languages. So again, please let us know. If you found this video useful, give it a like, share it on all your social media, and if you're interested in Esperanto, learning more about it, click on the playlist there, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Gis la revido.